Hey guys, okay, so today we're going to be cutting, I'm going to cut like a template for cutting pavers or cutting turf to go in between pavers. And so I'm going to take this pressure treated wood right here and I'm going to make a template for it. And what it's going to do is you can take it right along the top of the tiles or concrete, so you're making a screed. And what you're wanting to do, we like to set it either a 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch below top of grade, usually about 1/4 of an inch. And what we're doing is we want to hide this black backing. And so I'm going to create a screed to go in between the pavers. I'm going to do one for 4 inch and one for 6 inch. And then all the guys have to do is fill up the little trough in between the pavers where the strips are going to go. And then they'll take their screed and screed it so it's nice and level. And then they can go and put the turf in here, and it will always hide this black backing. Okay, so we're going to get the table saw ready here. Take this off. Then we're going to take this 2x4 right here. We're going to cut it right in half. So we'll take the 2x4, take tape measure. It's a 2 foot, or 4 foot I mean, so we're going to cut it at 2 foot. There's the 2 foot. Take my pencil here, mark it, go down here, get it on the end. Now we know where to cut this board in half. So we're gonna make two, like I said, we're gonna make two screeds, one 4 inch and one 6 inch. You always want to use safety protection, safety goggles when doing this, unlike me. Do not try this at home. All right, so here's our first piece. And what we'll do is we're going to measure it. It's 2 foot. We're going to find out here's dead center, right here. Okay, now we want 3 inches on this side here, and then 3 inches on this side here of the dead center, and that's going to give us our 6 inch. Our 6 inch spot here, right on the money. And then we're going to go in, go 1/4 inch, so that way it hides the backing. You want to make sure it's even on both sides here, because if not, your turf's going to go to slant. So you want to make sure it's a 1/4 inch. Okay. Now take and put this. You can use well, just have to use this board for now. But usually I have my square out here, and I can really square it up. But what you're going to do is take this board, draw a straight line. That way we know that it's even here. And on both sides. So then this will cut our screed out. So then this, like I said, this is for the 6-inch, the 6-inch one. You'll do the same for the 4-inch as well. So we'll cut our first little notch here. Now you can see it's taking shape. So you've got this here, right? That's going to be the screed. We're going to take off all of this, so then that way they can drag it across. So now, let's add this piece back. All right, here we go. So, as you can see, we've got the first part of the screed. We'll probably be better showing it like this, right? There. So now, do the next part. Here we go. blade on here, which is not ideal. Okay, so there you have it. You got your 6-inch screed that fits right in between the pavers, and it's gonna hide that black backing. So, and you'll just do the same thing. So now your guys, all they have to do is just screed, just like this, right in between the pavers. So, stay tuned. And all right, so I'm making that last cut here on the for the 4-inch part of the screed. So let's see here. Really wet too. So here you go. This part's going to be for the 4-inch. Sets right on top. Screeds, very nice. And the most beautiful part is going to hide that backing. So, just a little trick that I've done to screed these. And you can use this for around patios. Get it for your guys around the patios and everything, and it works really well too. So it's always consistent and always the same depth from the top of the top of grade to where your artificial turf's going to start. So I hope this helps, and like, subscribe, share my channel out. If you have questions, concerns, anything about artificial turf, business, etc., let me know. Go to Turfed Out 4324, or you can reach me, Nick, at luxeblades.com. So here you go. Here's the one for 4-inch and 6-inch, and they'll be ready to go, and we'll start this strip job tomorrow. So on this install here, it's about 1 foot wide, and what we'll do is this right here, this gray, is going to be the top of grade we're going off of, not the coping. The coping is actually higher, which it needs to be, so this is perfect. And what we'll do is we'll fill this up with the crushed granite, compact it, and then we'll put our concrete on top and sprinkle it. So this is kind of this is what we're doing right now. It's important that whenever you're doing this that you clean off as you're going. That way it doesn't stain anything, and it makes it a lot easier as you're installing the turf on the next step with everything already clean. So now we got this level all the way around the pool where we need it. We got our mortar mix here, and then the little screed that I built yesterday. Now, this is 12 inches in between here. It's a bigger strip, so obviously, you know, that's only 6 inches, so we'll have to just work with what we have. But that way you can see, and we'll set everything level here, and you won't have those voids that you see now. But yeah, that's it. So that's next. We're gonna start screeding this mortar. So you're gonna have some companies are gonna put that skimmer box cover over it, and you see how far it is. It's a full inch or so from the top of the coping. Now we'll go to the next skimmer box over on the other side, and you'll see that's maybe 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch from the top of that tile. And so it's a huge difference. So what we have to do is get it to where it's at the top of that. So we'll set that as our main line here to go around the whole thing so it's going to look even. But that's what you got to look for, guys, whenever you're doing these installs, is you want to see where that skimmer box is, and you'll set it across the whole way, and it will make it it'll make it nice. Hey guys, so as you can see here, we had to come back with what's called a recap concrete and just fill in some spots, and where that screed wouldn't get in between here where the jacuzzi is. And so what we've done, we put that recap in, and you want to make it really, really wet so it's almost like a self-leveler, and use a sponge float to really get it nice and flat. And anyways, yeah, and then after that we'll obviously clean the tile and be ready to go. Okay, one thing to note, if you see how it's all wiggly on the edge there, where it's not perfectly straight, that's okay. So when we go, we're going to cut and have about 1/8 of an inch in between there to leave a little bit of a gap for expansion and contraction. And so it doesn't have to be perfect along the edge of the pool where the tile is. It will be perfect, so you can see kind of what we're doing here. So that's the finished product, just along the edge of that pool. See how clean and nice it looks? So that's what you want whenever you get this done. So now we're done with this strip job. There you go.